Cute, sexy, and fun. You're watching CSF Nation's own WMK TV, Channel 90.
Good morning, CSF Nation. Did you enjoy the 7-day forecast last week? Oh, that's right. There was none, and we can happily blame Makini for it. Listen, all jokes aside, Makini, get that, baby. You got to let us know ahead of time if you're not feeling well, if you're not able to make it to the shows, okay? Because you kind of just threw all of us out of whack, and that's not really good because we got to inform our audience on what is going on with the weather this week. Now, to be fair, I did sit into the car. If you all watched the Watch Makini Lab today, I was also a part of that conference as well. Many producers, everybody, we sorted it out. So Makini is going to be doing a show every day this week, which means you get to see an extra bit of me to start your morning this week. So hopefully there will not be any interruptions this time, but I think we should be fine. Now, what is very interesting is, of course, the forecast, which will be bringing a bit more rain. So to make up for last week, I am Marisa, the producer and weather girl for Makini in the morning. And this is the 7-day forecast, sponsored by Wattle Strike. To start, we're getting light showers on Sunday night, which will develop through Monday morning, along with another cold front that will bring the lows down to the mid-40s on Monday and Tuesday. But that is just the first phase of rain, however. A steady stream of rain will start to develop off the coast and into the CSF Nation after the break on Tuesday, but we will be hit with not just scattered showers on Wednesday, but possible thunderstorms near Valhalberg and Royale as well. Don't expect any heavy downpours with this coming rain on Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, but expect at least an inch. Expect at least an inch of rain, though. Now, the rain will let up on a Thursday, which is named Yasuke Day. Okay, Makini, what is Yasuke Day? Is that a national holiday for the CSF Nation? Like, can someone explain that to me, please? So, after a lengthy explanation for Yasuke Day to coincide with the release of a game called Assassin's Creed Shadows, apparently, let's ignore that. Ignoring the meaning of Thursday, Yasuke Day, I guess. The rain will let up. However, those steady clouds will be staying all the way into the weekend and into next week. Those lows will be kept to the upper 40s and lower 50s in the evenings throughout this week, and thanks to the steady cold front continuing from last week. And that concludes the return of the 7-day forecast, which is not sponsored by that Assassin's Creed Shadows game, but it is sponsored by Wattle Strike, the global leader in cloud computing and cybersecurity for all of the business, especially within the CSF Nation. Put your trust in Wattle Strike. I am Marisa, teleproducer and weather girl for Makini in the morning, and hopefully if you guys get to watch this one, there will not be any interruptions, and Makini can, keep his promise this time of, going live every single day, of starting a show every day this week. You better do that, Makini. I wish all of you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. And until next time, now it begins. Time for Makini in the morning. Makini, I hope you're feeling better. Have a wonderful show, and we better see the show every day this week. Okay? No more interruptions. Let us know ahead of time, okay? Okay. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everyone. Have a great show, Makini. Ciao!
All right. Thank you. All right. Good morning, CSF Nation. I'm Makini. Now you are Sermon Illustrated. Welcome you to it. Wait a minute. What's today? Oh yeah. You guys know what today is.
Today is Friday in California. Huh?
Today is Friday here in the CSF Nation. So, all right. Welcome to the Friday edition of Makini in the morning. Apologies for not having a show yesterday. I guess I was a little too tired out. I was a little too tired out, but I did let everybody know ahead of time, so we just ran a rerun. But I have been doing some work now, haven't we? We have been doing some work. So let me go ahead and share. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me go ahead and share my screen. This is what we got so far. So I whipped out, so to speak. I finished the line work on the last two girls, the Gyaru and Namisuku Gyaru, and I started rendering on the train home last night. We started rendering on the Kogol style Gyaru. So for those who don't know, I thought it'd be fun to go back and retouch up that old drawing of those three Gyaru style girls that I was doing a couple weeks ago, and just redo it and increase the number from 3 to 5, and then really went into it. I think the line art for all 5 girls was took at least an hour, if not a little less than an hour. And it felt like I was going through quick, though. It felt like I was just kind of running through real quick. I found the brush that I was looking for. Brush really helped out with that one. Of course, leave your comments in the chat on which one do you like the most, or which one would you take, or if you're probably a connoisseur, you would take this as a 5-course meal. Anyway, of course, hot off the press is the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and of course, today is the release of Snow White. Both of them are not doing well today, not doing well right now. So we'll take a dip into the Steam numbers, see how that goes out. We might watch some during our break. We might watch some meme clips over Assassin's Creed Shadows. Snow White, both of them. I think the failures of both things are well deserved. So this is a great week. This is a fun week for all of us. So anyway, we got about 4 or 5 people in the chat now. Thank y'all so much. If you guys can do me a favor, where is my shit? Where's my shit right now? There it is. Where is it? Oh, here you go. Smack that like button, make it jiggle. Smack that subscribe button, make it jiggle. Anyway, so let's go and get right into it. Let me go turn on the music. Turn on the music as always, and then we can begin. All right, what is going on? Pay the method. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta do something real quick. Okay, let me do something real quick. Where's my music? Okay, in the meantime, let's go ahead and say hi to everybody in the chat while we get that going. First up, speaking of which, Power with the Power Now News Network. We got some Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Oh, that's right. This Power Rangers remake on Disney Plus. Don't care for that. Yeah, I don't care for that. Anyway, yeah, it ain't gonna do well. Anyway, it's not gonna do well. Let's see. Lisa Rap or Power Ranger reboot. Yeah, and Ubisoft. Oh, I think we got plenty to go over today. And so I see Penny. So let's go ahead, drop the music in there. There we go. Perfect. Just a little bit. All right, there we go. Okay, we got some with that with Altiori, and plus there's just so many people covering this. I've been watching a bunch of videos, the concept, Alcyon, so many people smash. Yeah, this is a disaster. They cannot deny, and I think we'll get more into it kind of on our break. We'll watch some meme clips over Assassin's Creed Shadows, some of the bad dialogue, some romance options and stuff like that. I did watch what Skill Up's review. It's very interesting. I thought it was going to do well. I thought the Steam numbers were going to do well, but it turns out that might not be the case. We'll get into it during our first 15-minute break, okay? Or 5-minute break. Let's see. Yeah, the debate over the Texas bill. So Rev cleared that up. Rev actually did clear that up. Yeah, of course, Rev calling out Hassan Piker for obvious reasons. And by the way, Hassan was doing a blatant promotion of Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I found very, very hilarious. So much how much of a space hypocrite he is, which he's always been, to be fair. Oh, that platform. He is gonna bring Twitch down. Or Twitch gonna bring itself down. Whatever. Either way. At some point, it's gonna listen. At some point, it's all gonna catch up to Hassan. It's gonna catch up to Hassan Piker at some point. So, anyway, yeah, Jay. Good morning. Is that you? I don't remember. I saw somebody named Carl G. I think it was on Kyle's stream yesterday. Yeah, I think it was on Kyle's stream. Enjoy. Very interesting. I might show Enjoy to Mondo. Guilty. Good morning. Just call Easy Show. Flop that got called stupid. Listen. I won't say take a victory lap, but some of the people were right. Some people were right about AC Shadows. I'm just saying. Oh, we got that. Like I said, take your pick. I'm not gonna lie, I want to do a meme clip on HE Sales. Do it. If you do, Jay, post it in the meme section on the Discord. I would love to see it. Particularly the trail. I'm just gonna. That's good. That's good, Jay. That's good. Okay. And good morning. It's Friday. Shall we, guys? All right. All right. So we are on the value grayscale. Section. This is something that we're going to be doing all day today. Grayscale in about 2 hours. But we will be doing grayscale all day today. So, of course, 25 minutes. The first 5-minute break, we'll try to check in on some of the meme stuff for Ace. We'll see the Steam numbers for Ace Shadows for the first 25 minutes. Okay? So Steam numbers, we'll see how that turns out. I know it's things like Steam numbers don't determine. I know you guys are gonna say Steam numbers don't really determine, a game's success or such, but like I've chatted in Smash League stream last night, that this clearly is the Veilguard effect, basically. Anyway, you guys ready? Go. Let me get my clock ready. Let's get the clock ready. One timer. 25 minutes. Let's begin. All right. Hold on, folks. Yes, I am recording this. Okay. Here we go. Perfect. Later. Start. I just gotta remember to hit stop. Okay. So we're on the contact shooting for the Kogol style Gyaru in front of you. With the and we use soft ground. Yeah. About now. So what I'm doing is, like I said, we're leaving the lighting for after we do after we put the flats in and stuff like that. So our focus is just on the values. I might be able to finish this if I'm understanding especially the parts where I use I'm kind of setting the shadows from like overhead, basically, basing off the light from overhead. Overhead. It's been very interesting. I'm actually in the middle of watching the concepts video that he dropped last night on AC Shadows. So it's very interesting to see the fact that um, the fact that like a lot of these games, like I said, this is the what we call it. This is the I do think that this is what I'm going to dub the jail guard effect, where you have a AAA title that is marred in controversy. It was given what on release, it may have been delayed. Well, was Billboard delayed? I think Billboard may have been delayed. But it's been marred in controversy. It was given, reviews are giving it 8, 9, and perfect scores. I still don't understand. YouTube 24/7, 100 out of 100, because that is basically game of the year, one of the greatest games of all time. And I'm like, really, PG 24/7. This is 100 out of 100 score, and it feels like it feels like a lot of the reviews, especially the ones that are giving it 9s and 10s, are just bending over backwards to get it Ubisoft good graces or something like that, because it seems that it's not working. You know, I don't. It's interesting because we're going to cover this on Sunday, and we're going to cover kind of like the end of the week, because it's got the entire weekend, and it set a new peak on Steam, because it's one of the first Ubisoft titles to be a date on Steam as well as on the other platforms. Usually with Ubisoft titles, they release it on Steam a little while after, like months after it's released on their own, proprietary launcher, basically. And some people are trying to community note Ubisoft's post on achieving 4 million players. Now, of course, 4 million players, not 4 million in sales. You guys are familiar with that? So if you're 4 million players, not 4 million in sales, though. That's kind of one of the key. That's one of the key takeaways. It's going to be interesting. At the end of this weekend, it's going to be real interesting to see where AC Shadows falls into. Because I think it's gonna make money, but it's not going to be as high as Ubisoft as high as Ubisoft wants it to be. And from most critics, most people are saying that the game for the most part is serviceable. At best, it's serviceable. It's Ubisoft. It's Ubisoft, serviceable Ubisoft Shrek at best. I bought the game Empire. I just platinumed it 5 minutes ago. Sean, I can tell you, Sean, you're full of crap, by the way. I know you're full of crap. Because I caught your ass talking about it last night. IGN gave it a game 8 out of 10. PG 24/7 gave it 100 out of 100. I think GameSpot either give it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Like, are you certain that are you really serious that this is game of the year material? Like, are you serious that this is actually game of the year material? Like, I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I mean, you really expect Jeff Keighley going to do a horse and pony show, a dog and pony show at this year's Game Awards for this game? I think I'm at 100. You really think Jeff Keighley's going to do a dog and pony show for Assassin's Creed Shadows at the Game Awards this year? Come on now. I think we didn't know what's he going to get nominated for either. Best action game? Best narrative? Come on, man. dialogue gig got an 8 out of 10. They gave Veilguard a 9. Remember, they gave Veilguard a 9 out of 10, man. Just don't trust them. That's what I'm just saying, guys. Don't trust them. Crazy, man. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Like, but from what I was, like I said, I did see some of this too. It has some good things, but it does weigh down by the bad writing, the bad story, the dialogue and stuff. The dialogue is atrocious. The dialogue is atrocious. Like, we'll go cover in the 5-minute break, but I said on Wednesday that we were watching some of the scenes. It looks like it was done by ChatGPT. Like seriously, the dialogue looked like sounded like it was made by ChatGPT. And a lot of it is so phoned in too. A lot of it feels really fake and phoned in. And the romance options. Yeah, man. One, I don't know how to put. Hey, listen. This is why I call the Veilguard stuff, because for one, non-binary didn't exist in feudal Japan. And you can put other one up to accuracy on this one. So, I'm just saying. And apparently, it is canonically because I said, if you play the game in it's like the canon mode where you don't have the choices, where it's all based on canonically. Nawe has the girlfriend relationship, basically, of course, obviously, and Yasuke, his canonical relationship is with Oda Nobunaga's sister, who is a very well-loved public figure in Japanese history and was known to be very dedicated to her husband. In fact, other games set in feudal Japan that depict Oda Nobunaga's sister as being beloved and very devoted to her husband. Like, following his source, but here, basically, canonically, it's some canonical infidelity going on here, okay? Canonical infidelity here. She's creeping around with Yasuke behind her husband's back. Her husband, who's also a samurai general, by the way. Who is a samurai general. Yeah, you can probably see some people are probably going to take offense to this. I think you'll see what's going to take some offense to this, Ray also say is don't ask questions for this product and get excited for next product. I need to get a clip of that. I need to make a clip of that. Right, don't ask questions here, okay? Don't ask questions. Oh, it is? Okay. Penny, sorry, I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Listen, it's just I love listening to the Ubisoft. I think the Ubisoft defenders really can't. There really is not a lot to defend on this game. I'm sorry. Like, yes, graphically, like I agree with you. I agree with them. Environmental wise, graphically it's gorgeous. The game is gorgeous in terms of environment. When you get to the character models, especially some of the facial models, it's a bit too robotic. especially the animations are a bit too robotic. There's a kissing scene. There's a kissing scene between Nawe and a female love interest, and you're just like, that is very over exaggerated kissing scene because not even heterosexual couples kiss like that. They kiss like that while rolling over all the coal over the damn place. Not even straight couples kiss like that. Come on now. We're gonna get on with a lot of that. It's just brilliant. If you're wondering why I'm not saying anything on Snow White, it's just simply, we were all right. We all knew this was coming a mile away. Rachel Zegler basically ended her career with this one. Basically ended her career before it could even take off. Like, it's getting ripped to shreds. So, which makes basically the whole the reviews calling Rachel Zegler a supernova. Yeah, that was all just chill access media, basically trying to get in good graces with Disney. What do you expect? Okay, this has been a fun week. This has definitely been a fun week, to say the least. It's just brilliant. I love it. I love this week. It's like a whole thing, because like the whole thing in the back of your mind throughout this week, as today and yesterday unfold, the whole thing that goes on in the back of your mind is you were right. Everything you said about Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's Snow White, you were right. Jesus satisfaction, you were right. No, the Japanese government is pissed off. They're pissed off the Japanese government because they are in fear of a game like this. What was it called? Toxic tourism. That basically the thing that Okay, so Smash made a video about this last night. Smash made a video last night, and he makes a good point in that with AC, filing those fines before the day one patch, of course, it could cause people to imitate, start imitating that when visiting Japan, and it's like this whole thing, the whole thing started with tourism and stuff like that. It started with Johnny Somali, and he's getting his comeuppance. Granted, I think we should just throw the book at him, give him that 5-year sentence, and I would probably up it to at least 6 years in prison, just to be thrown off. But what it's doing is setting up and this is what they were saying. It's like this is going to set up this whole thing with like a toxic tourism angle where you're going to get imitators who are going to try to do the exact same thing that Johnny Somali is doing for brownie point, for not brownie points, for attention, for social media clout. And they do, and Japan is legitimately worried that that kind of tourism is also going to be influenced by AC Shadows. And by the way, they really did their best to downplay Yasuke in this Yasuke, because he only got like 20 minutes of an intro, while Nawe got basically the first 3 hours of flavor is focused on her. You don't get to be introduced to Yasuke until much later. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. With everything that was going on with AC Shadows, all the controversies, even the developers, having those the developer is having a meltdown because after Elon saying, DI kills art, which seems to be was starting to become much more true as time goes on. I'm like, it's all coming back to bite you guys in the ass. It's all coming back to bite you in the ass, man. This is, you reap what you sow. That's how I see it, Ubisoft. You reap what you sow, because bear in mind, Ubisoft needs this game to be a hit. They need this game to be a hit. And we're gonna go through the Steam numbers. We're gonna go through the Steam numbers during the 5-minute break. We still got about 6. We still got about 7 minutes left. They need a hit. You can't make heads or tails about this. They need a hit real bad. Because if this game really does fail after this weekend, it will put Ubisoft even in bigger trouble. And this should have been a simple, slam dunk. And you guys try to shoot from the 3-point line and fail. You guys couldn't even do a lay. I feel like you guys couldn't even do a layup with this. You guys fast break. It's right there, and then you just stumble, throw the ball all over the place. When you had a clear shot, it was a simple premise, basically. People have been asking for an Assassin's Creed set in Japan for a very long time. And it was simple to nail. But they couldn't do that. Because 1, it's Ubisoft, and 2, Sucker Punch beat them to the proverbial punch with Ghost of Tsushima. And no matter what they're gonna do, no matter what's gonna happen, this game's gonna be compared to Ghost of Tsushima. You can't run away from that. They took a big hit in reputation over this. That's what I'm saying. This is the Veilguard effect. Now, I think this game will do better than Veilguard, because Veilguard is a certified flop, and people are still coping over it. People are still in denial over Veilguard being a flop. Veilguard was a flop. It did more damage to BioWare than Anthem did. It did more damage to BioWare than Mass Effect Andromeda. BioWare is just a walking corpse at this point. You can't deny that. And people are still in denial. Media is still in denial over it, to the point where they're trying to push this game so much on PS. It's not even doing well on PS Plus. This game came out for free in PS Plus's March calendar, for PS Plus's March update, and it's still nobody still wants it. So I'm gonna give Assassin's Creed Shadows at least what? I'm going to give it at least 6 months. I'm going to give it at least 6 months, 6, 7, 8 months before it makes it to the before it becomes available for free on PS Plus. Or I'll probably give it at least 6 months before it becomes heavily discounted on Steam. Anybody want to place their bets on that one? Let me know. How long do you think before it becomes a free game for PS Plus? How long do you think AC Shadows is going to take for last before it becomes heavily discounted on Steam? Because I'm saying at least 6 months. This is going to be a stain on Ubisoft. this game is going to be a stain on Ubisoft, and they're not going to be able to get away from it at this point. So it's almost making that, you know, that whole thing with Tencent acquisition. It seems to be starting to make it much more possible. And it's not just the Tencent acquisition. They want to get rid of the Guillermo family control. They want to kick them out. And this is freaking Ubisoft Montreal, so of course it's Canada. It's freaking Canada, man. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Am I taking a little bit of a victory lap? Kinda, I guess. I guess if you want to call it that, because we've been covering this for a year at this point, and it's like, okay, people's worries were right, the controversies were correct. Japan is not happy with this. Remember, I got called a racist and a sexist for pointing out as AC Shadows' delay. Or joking about AC Shadow's delay to March, and that person who called me a racist sexist got so much blowback that they deleted their original post because people were freaking right. Oh yeah, let's not forget that. This is a single player, always online with microtransactions. Just remember that. This is a single player, always online, because you have to be online if you want to get trophies. If you actually want to get the trophies, you have to be online. Single player, online with microtransactions with a battle pass. For a single player action RPG needs a battle pass. You lost 6 subs. Just say screw him, man. This screw him, man. Anyone dare? I dare anybody to try to come in here and tell me it's just a game. Okay. Watch it. I'm sorry. I can't defend that. I can't support that. Always online, single player with a battle pass. And microtransactions. So much Gorby dick, man. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway. I'm yeah, man. I'm just like, dude, people were right. People were right, man. You can't deny that. Okay. Anyway. I'm sorry. And the apologists are going to spin this. You know that the apologists are going to be spinning this. Like, what's the next Assassin's Creed game after this one? Was it Assassin's Creed Hex? Which is mightly based on the Salem Witch. Was it based on the Salem Witch trials and shit like that? Which is probably going to be Assassin's Creed meets The Handmaid's Tale. If you want to go into that direction. I just don't see any way Ubisoft can bounce back from this. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. Gonna take a 5-minute break. Let's go ahead and look at Steam numbers. Let's go ahead and look at it. Let's go and look at it. Let's go look. Okay, 79. So it peaked at 46,382 players right now. It may bump up. That is just 40 seconds ago. That's the peak right now, 24-hour peak, all-time peak, 46,000. Will it be able to hit 50,000? That's the ultimate question. Will it be able to hit 50,000? I think for those numbers, those are pretty low, honestly. For Ubisoft, especially for a AAA title like Ubisoft, I think that is pretty low. I just see desperation, man. I just don't see it, man. I just don't. Let's go use this quickly. I'm gonna watch this one. Right.
Thank you for joining me, Jarrell here. So today I want to discuss a topic that I have had asked quite a number of times recently. People are asking about this. This is regarding the Assassin's Creed Shadows, how the player playing as Yasuke is able to destroy Japanese shrines, are able to destroy the objects that are within the shrine and attack the people. And I just want to show from the developer side, as a game developer, what does it take to make objects non-destructible? How much work goes into it? How difficult is it to make a part of the set non-destructible? So we have people that are asking about the developers in Ubisoft. Why don't they just make the shrine non-destructible? How much work can it take? How difficult can it really be? That's the question here. So I want to show you. I'll make an example of the game that I'm working on right now that is coming to the Nintendo Switch later this year. I'm just finishing up the game, so I'll show you the work, all the work that goes into it.
I'm noticing Jarrell's got the gym badges on. He's got the Cerulean gym badges. He got the Onyx gym badge, which is awesome.
Difficult it really is to make an object non-destructible. So I will have to move to the other side of the screen here. So I'll just have to quickly... Whoa, that made me a little dizzy here. Okay, so this is Silver Falls Undertakers. Yes, this is a remake of one of my older titles here. And I'll go ahead and just move myself... Ooh, Ant-Manify it right here. Okay, so if we see the characters walk into this structure here, you can see that these are just set pieces, but the player has an attack. If you see the button just there, the player is able to perform an attack with a weapon, and this is just a scene setup to show you an example of destructibility. So as the player attacks, the player is able to destroy the objects. So this is just a very simple example of destructibility in a game environment. Let's go ahead and close that out. We'll first select our building here, and we can see I will move out of the way here. And you can see that our objects are nested within the building. We have our roof rig, so we'll go ahead and disable that so we can see inside the building here. And we want to select our furniture components, our set pieces, our game objects. We can do this one by hand, or any reasonable scene designer would group those objects together so they are easy to select. We have a script here which determines destructibility. We can select the alignment. If certain weapons, only certain weapons can affect it. If there is an item drop rate, you can see we can adjust those things here. Go ahead and disable furniture is no longer.
Because Jarrell, I'll put the link to Jarrell's video, because they did have to. The day one patch made it so that all shrines are not destructible, basically, after the amount of blowback that they got from the Japanese government. I did find this one I thought was interesting. So this is a discussion here. Close to 50k players on Steam alone, tens of thousands more on UbiConnect, and millions on consoles. Right-wing grifters eat dirt again and will move the goalposts like they did with all the game they wanted to see fail. You guys lost. This person got 9 clown emojis. Shall I Take My Points, 2 Superstars, and 5 Community Awards, and they have been banned, basically. AC never had big numbers. Now, I'm just bringing this up to address Ray's comment, 400 million. That's what it seems to be. 400 million, and his peak player count is 46,382. For 400 million. Avowed was 80 million with his peak player count of 19k. Kingdom Come Deliverance was 64 million with a peak player count of 256,000. Cyberpunk was 250 million with a peak player of 1.05 million. The Veilguard, 360 million with only had a peak player count of 89 million. So if that's true, Shadows' peak player count still needs to beat Veilguard's though. And most people buy a Ubi store because, obviously it'll be cheap. Also as well, Origins and Odyssey. All games go higher during their first weekend. Veilguard saw a 20% raise in concurrent players. Baldur's Gate 3 had 40%. It happens because people can play during more hours and during an overlap, but the actual player numbers are still the same. I just don't see the. I just don't see it's making its money back completely. I guess is what I'm saying. So there you go. Yeah, that's the number right now. That's the peak player count for Steam. So okay, let's continue. Okay. Yeah, they'll spin it. If you want, we could check in on the. Well, no. I think we're gonna wait for Sunday until Sunday so we can see the numbers for Snow White. Because, I think no one can really defend that. Actually, it's an interesting week. This week was definitely a fun week. So. I don't know. We'll see how it does, man. It's just. I just don't think the prospects of this game being a big success, and I think they need it. They really do need this game to be a big success. It got one delay because it pushed this delay back. It pushed this delay already to March because of how bad Star Wars Outlaws did. And kind of the pushback for Star Wars Outlaws. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see this weekend. We'll see how it fares up this weekend. I just don't think it's going to do well this weekend. At least it's not as well as they wanted it to. So. We're gonna hear an earful of it on Monday. I can guarantee that. We're going to hear plenty of news on Monday. There's going to be a lot of talks about AC Shadows' weekend performance. And I think at that point, people are going to have to address it, or else it's just going to be addressed that it's just not going to the performance. So we'll probably eat our own words on Monday. We'll see. But I just don't think we will. I think well, man. Anyway. Okay. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so first girl is done. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, so what's next? The next girl up. So next girl is the Roku. Okay. Really, really interesting on that one, though. Okay. Okay, so we'll start with the hair again. And we're gonna do this, like I said, we're gonna do this one area at a time. We're gonna do this one area at a time. I think I calculated it took about, I want to say it takes at least an hour for us to do all of the hair and stuff like that as well. For the shading, and I think both the base and contact, we're kind of keeping it simple, basically. Try to keep it simple here. Yeah. Might have done that. There we go. Oh, I gotta hit. Let me hit record. Sorry. So let me hit record real quick. Here. Here. Here, since I'm kind of switching out between. Okay, this should be done. I guess the more detail, the more it's going to. Here. Here. That was insane. here. Because with the more hair, it's gonna take a while for me. Here. So I kind of split this off like section by section, basically. Here. Let's see. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so just like that. I probably should have colored it that way. You know. And what we can do, and this is probably a much more efficient way of going at it. Here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like that. Like that, basically. probably a better way. Probably a better way. Definitely a much more efficient way of going at it too. Here. Here, boom, boom, boom. Here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so. Okay, fill this in, fill this in. Here. 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 Okay, let's see. Okay. Here. Let's hit V. Here. Here. Like I said, we're just kind of working it down and kind of going at it section by section. We're focusing on section by section. Oh, that's why. There we go. Much better. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, Christian, good morning. Okay, so all right, there we go. There we go. Okay, so the local roll, which we have about, I think in the next 25, we can probably just go straight into finishing up Roku one. Then we can start on the Oni one, basically. Let me know what you guys think. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Okay. You know what? I'll just set it to 5. I'm ready to kind of jump into the next. No, Sean. No, not at all. But thank you guys so much. You guys smack that like button, make it jiggle. Really appreciate that. Should be able to have one as well. Looking forward to that as well. Okay. Let's see if we can get to 20. Let's see if we can get to 20 today. I mean, it's non-binary. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, I got 5 minutes. Let me just. Oh my god. So first up with Lady Oiki, which is Nobunaga's sister, which the current emperor of Japan is descendant of, by the way. So there's that. With a I just can't get over that though. That's just like really cannot get over that.
Here, for you, a gift of future color and joy.
So
blue anemone seeds. I had hoped to find a brighter, bluer patch, but these were hardy. They will grow well, wherever you plant them.
What a thoughtful gift, Yasuke. I don't know what to say.
Really? I do not think I have ever seen you quite so tongue-tied.
Not yet, at least. I hope you aren't easily chilled. Do you think someone might see us?
Maybe.
Do you care?
Not at all.
I'm sorry. That face is me. I'm gonna clip this. That's gonna be too. I'm sorry. Hang on. Hold on. I gotta clip this. Hold on. I'm gonna use this for the thumbnail on Sunday. I'm gonna use this for the thumbnail. Oh, this is 10 out of 10. This is 10 out of 10. Oh, that's funny. Oh, my God. Oh. Wow. Never talk about this. Oh.
Is this where you bring all the girls?
Yup.
You know what? I showed that video. I showed a clip of that earlier. I posted it to the girls Discord, and somebody made a good point that with Naoe's body, it really is built for Shinobi.
That's
just...
twice now that you've gotten caught. You're not a very good thief, are you?
Ouch. That hurts more than these wounds.
Am I wrong?
All my life, I was the best.
Here's the more controversial one right here. This is the more controversial.
Here we are, alone at last.
There's Lady Oiki, by the way.
I don't know what to say.
Which is, by the way, this is Nobunaga's sister and is the current emperor of Japan, is a descendant of Lady Oiki. So you can see where the problem is, right?
Someone once said it like this. You are a daimyo's daughter, and I am just a samurai.
Not just. Never just.
Lady Oichi, I have learned something in my battles. Time is a veil. Tomorrow is an illusion.
And all we have left is here and now.
It's like they spent some time. It's like that's a lot of cats. But this one gets me every time because I'm like, I want to ask you this. I want to ask you guys this question.
Over here. You got Hime.
Can a
Where is your revered father? A province.
Let me ask you this. Graphics aside, does this animation look a little stiff to you? Here, I'll show you.
Begins with a kiss.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see that though. Yeah, PSA. Like, I don't even think, like I said before, I don't think even people want to see a straight kiss like that. A sexual kiss like that. I don't think that.
I've wanted that for a while. It's good to be together. Yeah.
Although something I find interesting is that, like, the interactions between Yasuke and Naoe, I've heard were a bit hollow.
We ask each other questions and have to respond with total honesty. If you don't, you drink.
Yasuke, kind of like Naoe's journey is kind of is really Yasuke's to blame, though.
Tell me a joke.
And
why must samurai always battle one another? Because there is only one way for a samurai to get ahead. Ahead.
What was that? Oh, there's so many clip moments. Oh, I'm saving that one. Oh, I'm making a clip out of that. This is wrong. The kids had no collision detection. There's too many memeable moments here. There's too many. I feel like I don't know. This is supposed to be a 10 out of 100 out of 100 from BG 24/7. I don't know how. This is supposed to be game of the year, y'all. Come on now. What was his day job to begin with? Bro, what was his day job to begin with? Anyway, let's get back to this, okay? Let's get back to this. Oh man, oh, that gave me that was bad. That was just I just don't see it, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I just don't see it. Like it just I think it just has too much of that stink of Ubisoft. It too much has the Ubisoft stank on top of it. I just don't see it. Even I heard the combat was a bit more on the middling side. The combat wasn't nothing to write home about. It was just a lot of it is just what I heard was just a lot of this game is just mediocre at best. It's just it's like nothing like to completely stand out, you know. I'm gonna move this over to the main row so that way I can move this up under close blur. Okay, that's what I'm keep hearing, you know. And I'm just like, I just look at the cutscene, I just look at all the stuff. I'm like, really? Is this really a 10 out of 10 game? Is this really warrant that high, those high 8s and 9s? Because I just can't see it. You know, everything just screams serviceable, but nothing more. You know, that you could probably say the same for a lot of Ubisoft titles in general. Serviceable, but nothing. It's a product. It's a game. It's a product, and that's all it is, really. You know what I mean? It's serviceable. That's it. Nothing more. Here. It's just kind of there, I guess you could say. You know, it's just kind of there. Nothing more, really. Think about it. So. There you go. I'm just going to turn the music up just a little bit more. Okay. Let's turn this up just a little bit more as we... Okay. Here. I think we probably need to speed this up. So okay. Okay. We still got about 3 more to go. So. Here. 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 This might be just a faster way of going at it, you know. Here and here. Here. Yeah. Here. 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 Probably gonna drop it. Probably dropping that one. Okay. Let me go back real quick. Just make sure it's right. That's what I thought. Okay. Let me just redo it. Let me just start over. Let's start over. Let's start over on this section here. Okay, here. Okay. Here. We're still, yeah, I know, we still have a lot to. Because she does have a lot more clothing, I'll say. The rocker one definitely has a lot more clothing. Easy to say. Easy to say. Okay, so there we go. It'll take a lot. It's gonna take a lot. So, all right, let's open up the next. All right, so now. Okay. Okay, so we're setting ourselves up for the contact shading. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm not even. I haven't full screen, so I have no idea what how many minutes we got left on the timer. All I know is that we are making good progress. Well, there's your answer. There's your answer. Okay. 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 So I think we'll be able to get play a card right. Might be able to get to. We might be able to get to the Oni one. We might be able to get to the Oni one. And then I can finish the rest. So I'm not sweating on time wise. So I'm not sweating too much on time wise. So set up another 5 minutes, and then I'm just gonna take a drink. I'm just gonna drag up my voice a bit more. Okay. Okay, so we still have 2 more to do. So we do have 3 more left. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna keep at it. The next set. So we'll need to do the contact shading, which we probably do the shading as well, and then we will get started on the third one. I really think that after these 5, I think we can get the contact shading done in 25 minutes. I think we can get all that done because it's coming together, and I'm doing this without like focusing on the lighting. So we're not focusing heavy on lighting this time. Just saving that for later. In fact, because once we get done with the rendering, then I'm gonna need to do a to do the flats, and then I'm gonna need to do the flats over it, and then do the recoloring and everything. Flats, and then kind of recolor the shading, and then we'll start on, and then I could start the over painting basically. Then I can start the over painting. Okay. So I can start the over painting that for it. So yeah. How's it looking so far? How's it looking so far? And we could probably get further today. We could probably get further. We could definitely get further today. And Ma Bear just showed that to me yesterday. Just shared it on screen. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here. So I'm just waiting for the timer to go up, and then we can pick up. So I got about 45 seconds. Okay. Just want to make a quick post. Okay, so we are going to continue next. Okay. Okay, let's go. All right, let us begin. Let us begin. Let us begin. All right, let's begin. All right, now the 25 on the clock. Okay, let's. Okay, so now we have the shading to take care of next. So we have the contact shading to take care of next. Okay. So take your time. I think we can finish the contact within 5 minutes. Let's just we don't. We're really good about it. Okay. Okay. I probably need to rework this a bit. We can probably get this done. We can. I know we can. I know we can. This is, here. I guess you could say this is probably Contact and Terminator as well. Whew. Here. It's coming together though. It's slowly but surely.
I don't know how or how you do it. You blow my mind without a word. Ooh, stuck upside down. I might be dreaming.
And I'm kind of simulating the Terminator as we're doing it as well.
Take every inch of my body. Wanna dance with you all night long. Dive in, babe, you know we can't stop this. Come on and show me what you got. 'Cause I don't care if they think we're meant to be falling in love with you. I'll do it again and again and again and again. Wanna dance with you all night long. Dive in, babe, you know we can't stop this. Come on and show me what you got. 'Cause I don't care if they think we're meant to be falling in love with you. I'll do it again and again and again and again.
Here. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, guys. You just gotta I think what it is just, you know, take this time because you render, because you personally love to render stuff. So take it as a just get lost in the rendering. Just take just take your time with it, honestly. Just take your time with it. Take your time with it and just, you know, and just zone out, you know, in the rendering. That's kind of how I am when I kind of render most stuff. It's just like I tend to zone out a lot. Like knocking out every little thing, you know, every little detail and such like that. Try to cross my T's and dot my I's when it comes to this. You know, it's just that you really do matter. So the root colors don't matter. It's just don't, you know, don't just. And the thing is, you're doing this with 5 characters, so it's gonna take much longer. You also have to understand that it's just that you're gonna be doing this with 5 characters, so it's probably good that you went for something a little more simpler. As far as something you probably went for something a little more simpler, but understand that you did understand that you did put some really time into line work, so a lot of details are going to be it's going to take some time to get in all those little things to achieve everything, because some of the girls, like the Roku one, has a lot of clothing. You gotta clothing details and textures and such like that. You want to make sure you take care of that. You know, make sure you always want to keep that. You know, try not to leave any stone unturned, I guess you could say. When it comes to rendering, I try not to leave no stone unturned, no matter what rendering style I go for. Style I want to approach with, yeah. That's what I try to do, is leave no one stone unturned. You know, it is time consuming. Is it tedious? kinda, but like I said, I zone out. I zone out when it comes to this, so so I guess it's just because personally I love doing this, so that's one of my favorite things doing. So just kind of let that. Plus, you always try to find ways to really emphasize your values more. You know, a good way to understand your values more. Really find those like those little things you could put in there that really make it pop more. I guess you could say this isn't tedious to me at all. It doesn't feel tedious at all, especially if I'm doing this with 5 characters. I think the fact that I'm doing this with 5 characters is probably saying a lot. I'm drawing 5 girls. Like I got to do this with 5 girls probably says a lot anyway. So I can't really complain. You're already you could, in some ways you could probably say you're challenging yourself this way. You're definitely challenging yourself. You know, in a way, you definitely kind of are challenging yourself. It's mainly because I don't because it takes I don't know what it is. I guess it's that once you have it, once you have a good idea, I guess you felt more confident enough in being able to draw multiple girls at once, to draw multiple characters, put multiple characters on screen. You know, I guess I guess when you try to break it down, when you try to break it all down, it is going to be a time consuming process, but it is I don't know how to put it. It's like it's time consuming, but you know what to do. And it's like you know what you're doing. I guess that's the best way to put it. You know what you're doing. It's time consuming, yes, but you know what you're doing though. So that's where you can this I guess it's because I know what I'm doing, because I know just because I do know what I'm doing and know what I'm focusing on. That's why I don't really see this as a tedious doing this. I zone out. I enjoy doing this. So. And I think it's a lot easier for me now that I'm just visualing it in Graytone, not thinking about color whatsoever. You're just focusing on just, you know, knowing your values and stuff like that. And I know it's gonna pop. I think the colors are really gonna pop once I think everything's gonna pop, especially when we put the overpainting. Especially when we get into overpainting, throwing all those additional details on screen. I think it's gonna really pop. Because like already you're putting your already you're really focused on already it's. And I think that's the other thing is just already it's starting to come together. You know, it's all starting to come together once once you put everything in there. Once you lay out everything in place, then you start seeing it like slowly come together. You know, and we'll probably go for one more 25-minute, and then we'll wrap it up for the day, wrap it up for the morning. So, but let me know what you guys think so far. Let me know what you guys think so far. Of course, once again, thanks again to Cossack for steering me in the right direction. So I guess I'm not I guess I try not to worry about so much about time. Like, for example, it only took like what? By the time I got to the last 3 girls, it took about an hour each to do a full line art, and that includes, flipping the canvas over, adjusting the anatomy and such like that, adjusting proportions and stuff like that. Yeah, all that, I was able to do that within an hour for each girl, basically. And I think it's just I found a brush that I felt very confident with, and just went to town. Kept it loose. Kept it loose. Let the details really. I never thought I'd be going back to using a brush. I think it's also that just really playing around with the feeling more confident playing around with the color balance levels, color balance, and such like that. It always feels like she's coming together. It always feels like they're coming together in some way, shape, or form. For some reason, you always seem to end up. You always seem to somehow make up for your shortcomings, basically. This and that, and yet, you make it work. And yet you still make it work somehow. It still feels functional, It still works. It still looks good. It still looks good. It still looks, Now I'm just monologuing. I think, like I said, I think I'm going to be 20 hours. I think this is going to take 20 hours, if not a bit more than that. I think if it was just one girl, then I think it would have just been like probably 6 hours. I probably would have done this in like 6 to 7. And that's fine. It's just I have to prioritize speed too much. I know it should be prioritizing speed, but I gotta trust the process. Trust the process, and I think that's what it is. It's just me putting my trust in this process, basically. Just don't settle for comfort. You may have found a way that works for you, but always strive to go out of comfort zone. Always try to get out of your comfort zone. Always try to do more. So you found out what works. Now let's see if you can break that. Let's see if you can break that, be even more faster now. Without destroying the foundation in the process. And it does feel like I'm doing a full render. I got 3 more girls to do. I still got 3 more girls to do. Okay. All right. It's another 5-minute break. Yeah, another 5-minute break, and then we're gonna just gonna do one more 25-minute, and then we are going to finish out. Oh my god. Okay, who just popped in? Oh, Emerald. How do you go about changing the grayscale to color overlay layers? So, I put the flat. What I then do is I'm gonna set my boundaries with my flat colors. Like split the flats up. I'm gonna split it up into 5 different sections: hair, skin, clothing, and jewelry. And then I'm gonna clip. And then what we do is we clip the shading. I clip the shading to all of those layers, and clip the shading to the flats layers basically. Then what we do is color. What I did was last time with Saya was color over the shading. Basically, I changed it to the actual. I changed those gray flat colors into the actual flats that I want to use, and then I changed I color over the shading. Basically, I focus on just getting the shading to get the right color and stuff like that, and then I can start over painting. Then I can start the over painting process, which is adding the lighting, the rim lighting, a lot of additional details and such like that. That might be because what I'm doing is I'm trying to learn by value. I'm trying to learn by value and trying to learn by value. So trying to understand that this way. That's why I've been doing grayscale first, because I can go straight into the rendering, and I really get lost, and I can get an understanding of value, and I can really get a better understanding basically, and I get to enjoy my favorite part of any of these drawings, which is the rendering versus the older method of doing the flats first and then trying to render by color, if you know what I mean, Sean. Emerald, good morning. You got a lot of real estate to cover. I definitely look forward to the day you make a visual novel. I gotta learn how to prioritize speed though. I gotta be able to do this faster. Find hacks to do this quicker too. Anyway, thank y'all so much for that. Anyway, so we got a penny. Thank you so much. Okay, we got a $2 super chat from Eli. Eli, good morning to you. Thank you so much for super chat. Really appreciate that. And for that, you are deserving of a. Of course, you are deserving of a super chat. Let me give you. We'll start you off. Let's do a CSF Nation super chat. Where's my stuff? Okay, so we'll say CSF Nation super sticker. Okay, so I'll just do it that way. Chain dough. Bottom heavy. Walking. Yeah. Okay. So for that, that's a super chat, and I will give you a. Let's give you an Evelyn. Let's give you an Evelyn. You only got 42 seconds, so I'll give you an Evelyn. Thank you so much for the super chat, Eli. I really appreciate it. I still owe Riot Kitty a Rena one that I got her finally. I still owe Riot Kitty Arena one. It was not in the card basically for whoever decided that I was gonna get Lycan, even though I pulled for Bernice for the Bernice banner. Whoever decided no, you're getting Lycan. I'm like, come on. Come on. It's what it is. I do it like it though. I do it like it. Just like, bro. Oh my god. That's funny. That's funny. The way it was like, I was listening. Pt.II did a. Pt.II was reacting to. I think it was Asmund. I think it was Pt.II was reacting to Asmund Gold. No, it was Voice Critical. Charlie, Penguin Zero did a video talking about this married couple, and the husband, or should be married couple, and the fiance spending what $600, basically spending $600 on one of the newer banner characters in Genshin, and it put him in such heaps of trouble because that 600 was basically going to be their savings. And I was I heard and it just made me go and think. I'm like, you know what, I think they both got it. The character I want is Jane, and I've just decided after hearing that story, I'm like, listen, I ain't spending that much to get Jane. If I ain't gonna get her, it just ain't in the card. It just ain't in the card. But I'm sorry, Kyle was talking about that during the live stream, and I saw Pt.II react to Charlie Voice Critical video, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. You know what? No, I'm not putting a zenless budget or anything, but as much as I'm patiently waiting for Jane's rerun. If I ain't gonna get her, then that just ain't gonna happen. If it ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be. I'm like, I wanted to, but because I was pulling for Bernie, and ended up getting Lycan. I'm like, the freak. Which I could see Riot Kitty kind of like rubbing it in my face though, because she got Bernice on her banner. I'm like, ew. But no character is worth that. Worth your marriage. It's $600 of your marriage for. Yeah, dude. I'm like, no one's that worth it. I was like, yeah, I do spend. I'm not a whale. I do spend on costumes. I have more. Granted, I have a much easier time getting. I guess because of the amount of time I've spent in Nikkei, I have much easier time getting banners. By the way, I got the Trina banner. I got the Trina banner last week, like 2 days out, and I'm like, you know what? I agree. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm like, yeah, it's easier for me to get the banner character in Nikkei than it is in any other game anyway. So. And I think it's just because of the fact that like Nikkei's roster is huge. They're like every character they throw in, every character they introduce in Nikkei is an SSR. So they have such this huge roster of SSR characters that a lot of those banners will end up being the regular pull. You'll end up pulling banner characters in regular pulls. They'll end up showing in the regular pulls, but because it really is a collectathon with Nikkei, so they're very generous when it comes to their pity system. Like you can end up getting 2 SSRs in one 10 pull. That's how I ended up effing around. I told everybody the story that So usually with most gacha games, whenever you get an when you get an SSR from if you do a 10 pull, you get an SSR or an S rank agent, it actually tells you that you get an S rank agent. So it tells you you'll see the banner, you'll see for Zenless, it's the animation shows where it flashes to one of the TV screens being an S rank agent. So for Nikkei, when you open the door, it shines gold and it's a bright flashier light. So what happened was, the reason I bring this up because I had a 10 full voucher, and I just hit it. I was just like, okay, it's purple, so it's all SRs. I hit skip, and then the game shows me that I got Red Hood. It's just an SR. So that's kind of the funny thing about Nikkei is that it will give you SSRs from an SR. Even though you're thinking you're just getting an SR pull, you end up getting an SSR. I'm like, what the freak? And we're just like gifting them to you. I love it though. I love it. It's like it's very generous. It reminds me a lot of Blue Archive with how generous their pity system was. Generous. Yeah, I know, right? Oh my goodness, that's right. I'm sitting on 600 tickets in UK. Yeah. It just got to the point where it's gifting me SSRs, like it's like freaking Skittles. Like okay, I'm like okay. So I'm like, damn, I got like most of the roster. I got like 60% of the roster, and they keep adding new ones. So it's like it definitely feels like a collectathon. I'll say if there's one SSR I probably didn't want, it was Crow, and only because in that chapter, Crow actually killed you and leaves you for dead in the snow, only to have Rapunzel, who happened to be close by, kill you in the next chapter. I'm like, Viper. I'm the exotic team. I like Jackal and Viper. The funny thing about Viper, Eli, is that I kept getting spare bodies from Viper, and I'm like, you want me to make her my top team, don't you? Like, okay, fine. Viper is one of my strongest teams just because I kept getting spare bodies for her. I'm like, yeah, it's just I do think that because Zenless roster isn't that big enough, Zenless roster isn't big enough to the point where you can put banner characters in regular polls now. I don't think it needs a larger roster to do that. I just would have liked it that if it was much more guaranteed, I guess you could say. I would have liked it if it was much more guaranteed. And Zenless is much more guaranteed, just like Snowbreak. Snowbreak is guaranteed, basically. Snowbreak is pretty much guaranteed. You guarantee you're gonna get that banner after 100 points. You will guarantee it. And it's not gonna just give you another SA. No, if it's the S rank agent you want, you're gonna get it. I'm just a little bummed out that I was like pulling in the Bernie banner. I got Lycan. I'm like, oh come on. This is kind of blue balling. I'm just saying. Oh, yo, that's a little bit of blue balling, don't you think? I know you don't get S-rank agents that often if you just play it regularly. You don't get S-rank agents that often. But it's just like, come on. I was so close to get, and I was already close enough to get Evelyn anyway last time out, and I finally got her. So I was like, yeah. I was like, yep. I was like, yep, mission accomplished. I got Evelyn. She's still one of my favorite, and she's still probably my favorite agent to play, to be honest. I just, like, doing that recording, I had such a blast on one of those. Like I said, my target really is Chain Doe and Miyabi, and I've just accepted the fact that if I ain't gonna be able to get either of them when their banner comes right back around, then it just ain't meant to be. And one thing I do praise Zenless is that you have the Hollow Raid missions and stuff like that where you can use the characters you want as a trial. Like, for example, the Hollow Raid stuff, you can use Yanagi, Ellen, and Miyabi as trial characters anytime, and that's during the roguelike. That's their roguelike, basically. So I like the fact that you get to test out each agent before somebody's interested in polling. You know what I mean? But also, I think, UK Corp also benefits from having a wish list. So I'm drawing. So we're doing the rendering on Gyaru. We're doing Gyaru role rendering, basically. So I started this set of Gyarus that I'm doing. Okay, and so that's the first thing I'm putting up. But no, right. What Nikkei does Nikkei has a wish list for SSR Nikkei, so that you can pick 5, and whatever 5 you pick increases your chance of getting that particular SSR Nikkei that you want from a wish list. And I think maybe Zenless could better benefit from having a wish list system where you can pick out, where you just pick out one agent from it in regards to if it's in a regular game. It'll increase your chances of getting that agent. I just got a little bummed out. I think because I'm a little bummed out, right? Because you got Bernice on her banner, and I got Lycan on Bernice's banner. I'm like, what the freak? I feel like that should be much more guaranteed. If it's a banner, if it's a current banner, then yeah, that should be much more guaranteed. Once you finally reach that point where you get an X rank, And I do agree. I'm probably saving up mine. I'm probably gonna start saving up my tickets for. I got plenty of gems anyway, but I'm gonna save up my tickets for once the Nier collab returns, and I'm hoping it gets a rerun. The Nier collab gets a rerun, or we do like a second phase of that Nier collab that we got with Evangelion, or when finally the Stellar Blade collab. So I'm just wondering how they're going to do Stellar Blade collab, though. I'm wondering if it's going to be. I wonder if it's just going to be even really, or are they going to do? I wonder if they could do Eve really tacky and lazy. Question. That makes me wonder. You'll likely just be Eve, though. Because with the Nier collab, you got 2B. You had 2B and A2. You actually have different outfits, actually. I don't know. I'm wondering if they'll do the same thing. Okay, right. Yeah, thanks for being here. I'll see you on Sunday. If you caught earlier, we've been when we've been catching up on the Assassin's Creed Shadows. We've been catching up on AC Shadows with their. We've been catching up with AC Shadows, and I don't think AC Shadows is going to do so hot by the end of this weekend. I just don't think it's like its player count. It's close to 50,000, but it's still not there yet. I did not expect the player base on Steam, the player count on Steam to be that low. Honestly, I was expecting it for that game, like it would have been at least 100,000. You know, I don't know. But then again, I don't think anybody's going to be chomping at the bit for a Assassin's Creed Shadows collaboration in any time soon. I don't think so. It does make me think of that. Oh my God! I'm just gonna take. I just want to take a real quick look on the. Let me just take AC Shadows once again. I just want to take one look at the Steam charts one more time. Yeah, it's at 47,616 at its all-time peak an hour ago. It might get to 50,000 on Steam. It might. It might just dip from there, though. You know, it might just dip from that 47,000 this weekend. So we'll see. Also, I did hear the final boss is laughable. Like, the final boss they do in AC Shadows is laughable. So, I mean, I do need to check that out. But, as general principle of the matter, I'm not gonna put. If you gifted me that, I'm probably not gonna play it. I would play AC Shadows if somebody gifted that to me on Steam, but otherwise not. I'm not doing the. I'm sorry. I draw the line at a fully priced single player outing with a battle pass. And you have to be online to get the trophy. So it's not like completely offline. Like, okay, yeah, but I'm sorry, full price single player game with microtransactions and a battle pass. That's a hell no, and that is indefensible. That is indefensible. No matter who it doesn't matter. It's indefensible. If it's a single player title, it should not be having a battle pass microtransaction. But this is Ubisoft we're talking about. They can't help themselves. So I'm just like, okay, I have zero interest in. Ubisoft's in trouble, and Rachel Zegler, well, her career's over. Yeah, but By the way, the reviews are very yeah. The review bar has been up. No way is a piece of shit. It's like it's everybody. It's what everyone expected. A piece of crap. That's not completely shocking, and it's having a horrible box office weekend. So yeah. And you can think Rachel. Yeah. Even though it's Hollywood, baby. Who cares? Oh, this is a fun way to say. Oh, I forgot today. So there's I think today is the last day of GDC, Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, and I think Kim Belair is supposed to show up from Sweet Baby Inc. is supposed to show up today for a conference. I'm like, I think it's Game Developers Lab or some freaking shit like that, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait for that. Maybe I might see Kim Belair on the sidewalk. Maybe I might see Kim Belair on the street today. Maybe, just maybe. Kim Belair on the street today. It's in the Sony Center. You know, I saw a bunch of developers. In Yerba Buena Park yesterday while walking. So I wonder if I missed on the GD stream, or they're going to probably save that for today. I'm wondering. Like don't decide. It's really cool. This GDC though. Like I'm serious. It's really cool to see all those developers though. It's really cool to see those developers walking around. And it's like, I know the badges immediately. I can tell when it's like, oh, that's a developer. Oh, cool. It's some cool thing kind of work on like that. It's just, you know, are they going to get another stream? I'm wondering. They probably will, because that was embarrassing last year. That was a moment. Listen, Emerald, all I can say is if the performance is anything to go by, Ubisoft is going to be in big trouble after this weekend. I think Ubisoft might be in big trouble after this weekend. Because they boasted about having 4 million players, but not 4 million in sales, though. And I think some people are trying to community note that post, by the way. And I think it's like I said. I think with AC Shadows, it should have been an easy slam dunk. Like it should have been an easy slam dunk because you know, people have been asking for an Assassin's Creed in Japan for years at this point, for probably a decade at this point, and they completely dropped the ball. They didn't even get the layup. They missed it on the layup either. It's like they were trying to do it from. They were trying to shoot it from half court. It was like Ubisoft trying to shoot it from half court, thinking in there. It's like, no. It's like they can't even get the layup. They don't even bother doing the layup because of how much they pissed off Japan. That, you know? And yeah, the Japanese government's not happy. You could at least really showed Japanese history some respect. You can't even do that. Yeah, care. Fans gonna care because you know they try to shoot from full court. Yeah, they try to shoot from one side of the aisle and they completely missed it, hit me, and they completely missed it. It's too hard. That's a good point. They didn't even try to shoot it from half court. They went for a full court. Like, no. While the buzzer wasn't even beating, it wasn't even a buzzer being shot either. All right, come on. Okay, so we're done. We're done for today. Good to be back. So we got about 2.5 more girls left to do. So we did the rendering for the Roku and the Kogel. So now we have left is the Oni, the Oni, Ganguro, and Amatsuku. And these are all Gyarus, by the way. These are all Gyarus. So, take your pick. Take your pick on which Gyaru. So take your pick on which Gyaru to use. Gyaru girl, you pick. Yeah. I know for most of my audience, they want the full course meal. Okay. Which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for you? How about that? Take your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The audio out there. Who is breakfast, who is lunch, and who is dinner? Or if you go to say screw it, you're just gonna go for a full 5-course meal. Here we go. Thanks for hanging out with me this week. I hope I made it up. I hope I really made it up to you guys for the lack of shows last week. So anyway, we'll be back on Sunday for Makini Live. I'm hoping that Grumpy's face to it. Grumpy's like, I want the 5-course meal. Okay, man. Who's the appetizer? Oh my god. Alright, I just want to double check something. Oh, I got my payment today. Yeah, I got my payment today from AdSense. Cool. That's cool, but I do want to check on. I do want to check something. Can I use this? Okay, perfect. I just want to check something real quick. Verification code. I just want to do something real quick before I get out of here. Because today, oh my god. Need to look at things. Okay, I need to. Okay, so Express. You know when it's gonna come though. Yeah, you know status. I'll check on it. Is there anything? I want to know when it's coming. Okay, so for those who don't know, I did buy Venus Vacation Prism, Dead or Alive Extreme. I'm just wondering when it's gonna come though, because today it launches today. Actually, I just want to see where if it has a shipping date. Because it said Express.
Last week you called me, the way you're talking's driving me insane. Hello.
Yeah, it doesn't say yet.
Last week you called me, the way you're talking's driving me insane. Hello. Even if we're hanging by a thread, and the words you said is spinning in my head.
Yeah, it doesn't say yet. I'm just waiting for
Take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down.
Okay, so far not yet. Okay, I did order Express, so it said to be 5 business days. It probably won't be shipped on launch, so it'll probably be 5 business days after launch. Actually, it comes out today. It launches today, so I'm just wondering. Okay, we'll just have to wait then. So I'll try to see if we can get, as soon as we can get it in my hands, then I will definitely start playing it. Okay, play it live. All right, so that'll be a date. We'll save the date for that one. So I'll let you guys know when it arrives. So I'm looking forward to playing. It's got Famitsu said it was 32 out of 40. It got a 9s and 10s from 3 critics, but 1 critic gave it a 6 out of 10. So I'm wondering. It does make me wonder. So I'm definitely looking forward to. I'll definitely look forward to trying it out. I think we'll have fun with it. I think it'll be very interesting. You know, there's another Dead or Alive Extreme spinoff. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna get out of here. And I will see you all on Sunday for Makini Live. I will be sending the batches out starting tonight. I'm gonna start prepping the batches out tonight because I'm overdue for the term 5, and I'll be sending them out as soon as I can. I'm gonna try to aim for tomorrow to start sending all the batches out for the channel members. Okay, so I guess again, guys, thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for being patient with me over these past couple weeks. Really appreciate that. And smack the like button, make it jiggle on the way out. Share, stream out, of course, all that good stuff. And I will see you all later. I'm Makini, art sermon illustrator. And till then, stay cute, stay sexy, have fun, take care. Much love. Never apologize for wanting to attract women in your media, especially in video games. And never stop drawing. Have a great Friday, guys. I'll see you guys over the weekend. And love y'all. Peace.
Cute, sexy, and fun. That is definitely the best way to describe our channel members as well. We'd like to thank every one of you in the CSF Nation for supporting Makini and what he does for his YouTube channel. If you would like to become a CSF Nation member, join the channel for as low as $1 a month. You get access to exclusive art drops that Makini drops every 2 months for his channel members. We'd love to see you here in the CSF Nation. You are an excellent company, and we thank you once again for your incredible support. CSF Nation for life. Mwah. Gracias. Thank you for tuning in to Makini in the morning, including your morning started off on the right foot with us. Remember to smack that like button and make it jiggle. Share the show out to everyone you know. Become a channel member for as low as $1 a month. You want to support Makini further, and subscribe, of course, to see more content from Makini. I am Maddie Soteli, producer and weather girl, and we wish you a wonderful rest of your day. We will see you all here next time on Makini in the Morning. Makini in the Morning is filmed before a live studio audience at Makini Studios in Arcadia Village's South Tower, right here in Pacific City. Want to be a part of the next Makini in the Morning live show audience? Well, all you have to do is visit youtube.com/Makini90 or call 765-9077 toll free. Makini in the Morning is produced by Souvenir Productions with Makini Charles Productions in association with Enlisa Lockhart Television and Makara Banks Entertainment, and is distributed by CSF Nation Domestic Television Distribution.